A simple block game shaped my entire life. I remember back in first grade, I had this tiny old tablet that I used to spend a bunch of time on. I know, I was an iPad kid and it was so old it even had a button on the side. And I remember there was one game installed on it and I played that game every single day. And this game was called Minecraft. And I distinctly remember having a creative world where I would basically Google like YouTube tutorials of builds and just copy those builds in the world. Like I don't know if I can find a few photos of the stuff I built, but I remember I was building like the Angry Bird, like the bomb dude. I was building like an underwater shark base, and when I was building that shark base, I remember the tutorial said that once you finish building like the base underwater, you have to put a sponge to drain all the water out. And you put a sponge and yeah, all the water disappeared. But when I put the sponge on my little iPad, literally nothing happened because I was still on Pocket Edition. So obviously Pocket Edition had like 0 features. And I remember I was actually like crying about that for like 2 days. My parents felt so bad, they even searched up like a tutorial for me to watch. It was literally just a dude putting dirt blocks on water and removing them and saying, "This is how you remove water." And I was super upset about that, but I just decided to manually put all the dirt blocks in and break them to remove the water. Bro, that's actually like a core memory from that world. When I came to the US more than 10 years ago, I knew literally 0 English. And I met this guy in first grade. The only reason I talked to him was because I realized that he also played Minecraft. I remember our first interaction was, I'm pretty sure it was him saying that pigmen were like the strongest mob in the game. And then I pulled up with the actually, and I told him that I killed a pigman with my bare fists because the pigman was floating in a river and I was just like punching him. That dude has been my best friend for 10 years. I am not shitting you. For the first 7 years, basically all we did was play Minecraft and talk about Minecraft. But after we quit recently, it was like 3 years ago, I guess that's pretty recent. Damn, I feel old. Quit like 3 years ago, and we've still been doing a bunch of stuff like outside in the real world, so it's been great. But anyways, after first grade, after I met my friends, I went through like a whole Minecraft evolution. So like I said, I started out on this little Pocket Edition iPad, and then I remember it was either for my birthday or for Christmas, I got a whole PS4 console. PS4 was such a huge upgrade. Like bro, we had a whole controller, like the screen was so big, and my friend and I had this tradition where every weekend I'd invite him over, I'd give him a controller, and we'd play on a split screen single player world. Except, well, there were 2 of us because it was split screen. Like it was really bad because split screen is just terrible, but it was super fun because this is the first time I ever played Minecraft with someone else. Not just like talk about it, literally played it with someone else. And maybe I'll actually find some footage of the Minecraft world if I get my old PS4 up and running. Actually uncovering history. Oh my god. Killers. I think this one might be it. I think this might be the world, boys. Originally there was the birch box here, and I was gonna renovate this house to make it like look better, but it was never finished. But I genuinely, like, I remember that world as if it was a real place that I lived in and visited. Like, I remember there was this mountain in, like, the shape of, like, a rhinoceros. Like, it sounds stupid, but that's what I remember it as. So I used to watch a bunch of Minecraft YouTubers. One of the first was Unspeakable. I don't know if you guys know him. But, bro, my parents hated that dude because he always used to scream so much, like... But at some point, I outgrew Unspeakable and started watching more of like the cool YouTubers. The big one was Technoblade, and basically watching all those YouTubers, that made us want to play Hypixel. Hypixel was like the freaking like ascending to heaven, like that's how we viewed it as. And then 2019, 2020, that Christmas, I got a PC. And it was raps. My parents helped me buy Java, and I logged on Hypixel, and I clicked on the Bed Wars lobby, and I joined the Bed Wars game. I kid you not, when I logged in, when I saw the bed, it was genuinely like a divine revelation. I cannot describe it. Just when I saw the bed, I actually started freaking out, and all my friends were next to me, and they were all starting to freak out. They literally had to drag me back downstairs so we could like finish the party and like have the cake or whatever, because I literally just wanted to start playing then and there. After the party, a few days later, they all found PCs and they all downloaded Hypixel. And that was it. COVID started. My online teachers could not compete with Hypixel. I'll link my Hypixel account in the description just for fun, but we basically played every single game mode possible. The biggest one, the most fun one, the one I have the best and honestly the worst memories of is Hypixel Skyblock. That game was actually mind-blowing, bro. Going back to Technoblade, that dude literally, like, he was the only YouTuber I watched at that point, basically. All of my humor for like 3 years was just from him. I'm not joking, and to some extent my humor is still based on him. So when he died, I think it was 2021, 2022, I was actually just devastated. Like, that was probably the saddest I've ever felt in my short existence. I genuinely cried for like 2 days. 7th grade, COVID, I played for 8 hours a day. I'm not joking, it was the most fun I've ever had in my life. And at the start of 8th grade, I quit everything basically in 1 day, and I've never consistently played since. I needed to lock in to get into like this very selective high school, so I couldn't play anymore. And yeah, I guess my grades went from like C's and B's in 7th grade because I wasn't doing anything to straight A's, and I got into high school, so I'm thankful for that. I made so many core memories from that game that I can't say I regret the thousands of hours I spent. But I do regret some of those hours. The hours that I spent just sitting alone in my room, staring at my monitor, not talking to anybody. The best memories I made were when I played the game with friends. It was never when I was alone. Would I be smarter if I had spent that time studying math? Yeah. Would I be more competitive for colleges if I had started doing freaking internships at that age? Definitely. But I am grateful for my younger self for giving me the gift of those memories, because now I can work that much harder using those memories to fuel my motivation. After I quit in 8th grade, I said that I didn't consistently play, and that was true. But I did sometimes log on, like maybe once a month, once every 2 months, and I logged on to my all-time favorite game. But something felt off. I felt as if I was almost overriding the good memories that were there. It's like I was ruining them because I was trying to grasp for something that just wasn't there. Just recently, I finally realized after logging off Minecraft again that it's impossible to relive nostalgia. Because if you try, it doesn't become nostalgia anymore, and it loses its beauty. I don't think it's the game that we miss. I think it's that we miss being a kid. And we can never have that back, but we can be glad that it happened. Thank you for watching. Go do some push-ups, or I guess you could go watch an old Minecraft video. I mean, I guess there's nothing bad about appreciating it one last time, right? See ya, bro.